From Pure Navsharing and Pepnoma 12, Glad to see you guys again. We were discussing that I think we made a mistake that Randy found out last week. And also, as I was walking and looking at this, trying to sing it, I realized it doesn't sound right in my head, which is oo, an indefinite, followed by an et, by a relative. Definite doesn't take an indefinite does not take the relative after. We have to use a circumstantial. I don't know how, yeah, it just occurred to me. So let's go over the mistakes quickly. I can do this one, and then Randy can do the next one because we discovered it, and then we can keep going. So this one is نيم بتفسك وهمج is vinegar. Oh, thank you. That you received it or that you accepted it. So we can say ettek. We have to say, is hemj masculine or feminine?
I think it's masculine, but this one is kind of weird to me because etek, you could say etek shopif, like which he receives it, but and then normally you would say f shop, I guess, but since it has a resumptive pronoun, like you can't say, like, I'll just type here real quick. I don't think there's such thing as like f. Yeah, there's no like
yeah, I think it has to be ere. So like ere, that would be my guess. Eric Schopf. So ere, put in the next circumstance, put in the next phrase circumstantial. So that being you accepted. That would be my guess. What do you think?
Still doesn't look correct for me. There must be something about this, like in Leighton's like grammar somewhere. I just don't remember how to construct it. But Eric Shop doesn't look correct to me. But like I don't know what else it would be.
So like because circumstantial before noun or second plural, so before a noun. So it's ere promisotem. So ere ek shop. So we're introducing like a whole phrase. That's what I have in mind. But I'm not sure where else. Yeah, I'm not sure what else would be. Ere. Ere teshidria. So ere, the jar is on her nahbi. Ere pekiot. Ere piromi. I feel it works. It's always followed by a noun. But what are you gonna do if the ere is followed?
Yeah, the thing is, we would need to find an example that doesn't have a noun. It would have to be, it would have to be a pronoun, and it would have to have a resumptive pronoun. So,
what's a resumptive pronoun?
It means like when you say like the thing which the man, so like the man which like if you say et sotem, who hears, and you want to say like Prome et sotem, the man who hears. But if you wanted to say the man who hears her, you would have to say like like Prome et sotem eros, and then eros would be the resumptive pronoun, like the man. Let me see if I'm doing this right.
Simple present. Also, full form must be used for simple present.
I was
Go
going to
for it.
mention that too, because I was like with that rule where you have to use the full form.
Yes.
Again, I don't want to be confusing by mentioning, like bipartite, tripartite, or like durative versus whatever the other one is called. But like those two forms that I brought up before, it's mostly imperfect and present. So like you can say you could say you can't say D Menrit, obviously. It has to be D Mammoth. And then you can't say Nai Menrit. It has to be Nai Mammoth. Like those are the two most common ones that you have to use the full form. But it also applies to I think most of the time circumstantial. So like if you wanted to say D shop the moth or some, like you can't say the shop. If you wanted to say in this one where you're saying Eric shop the moth, I don't think you could say. I don't even know if it would be Eric. I think it would be X shop the moth. I don't think you could say X shop. I think it has to be X shop the moth, the full form. Eric would only be before a noun.
I can't think of anything but this. And yeah, we expanded the shopping move. And I can't think of even ek. Because ek is like you're describing you, but I want to say the vinegar, vinegar, that, like in English would be like that you, yeah, it's like that you accept.
Right.
It, so it has to go back. I mean, we have the F referring back to hemj, and we have ere that introduces circumstantial. We say it's always with noun, but I feel when we say, oh, it's followed by noun, that means something else than what we describe. Because I can say here, ere Jesus shopemov. So that would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just replacing Jesus with shop. So it's still functional. That's what I guess. That's my guess.
Yeah. I have Malone's grammar, the same page that you have up, trying to look for examples. And then it's like I found one so far that says, I'll paste it here real quick. Pay to, so like right here. So like I just paste it real quick in the document. So ete en nu shopaf, and that should mean, again, that's definite, but just for the sake of example, it's the one they will not receive. Of course, and then that has a negative too. I'm trying to find indefinite examples, but it's a little bit difficult. But yeah, I don't. Eric shop does not look like. I don't think. I think if it's a pronoun, it's like a shop, X shop, F shop, S shop, etc. I don't think there's Eric shop.
The thing is, like, if you say X shop, you're describing that you. It's like I would translate this with that you being.
Yeah.
And if I say F shop, it's being used as it's not the one doing the shop. If you say F shop, that means the vinegar, the one that is accepting. Because you put the subject. But I want to say it's basic. It's similar to ere promi sotem. So let's say inu hemjo, like it will be equivalent if I want to say a cup of vinegar that Randy accepts. So be inu hemj ere Randy shop emof, right?
Yeah.
That'll be perfectly fine. So except I'm moving Randy and I'm putting F. So ere show m of, and we just change the k. So if I say ere randy m of show m of, that's perfectly fine. Now I'm replacing randy by f. So ere show m of, that's still fully functional. And then once you have the f, you can replace by any subject
Right,
in the present sense. Because otherwise we're conflating the subject. Like if I say in uhemj f, that means the vinegar is the one accepting, which is not what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like one of the benefits of et, like when it's definite, is that you have the two forms. You have you have et, and then you have etere is the other one. So like if you wanted to say let's see, the woman, let's see, the man whom the woman hears, let's say, you could say Romi etere Himi
Like
uh
in tough te, or sure.
oh sorry, Sotum.
Yeah,
Like
the man that the woman listens to or hears.
yeah, the man whom, let's see, the man whom the woman hears. Yeah, it's like this, like etere, like the fact that you have etere instead of et, it has to be like, there's gonna be like an object pronoun that like refers back to the prome. Like you could say prome et sotum, for example, but if you want to say yeah, I just wanted to show the difference real quick between et and etere. Like etere is like how if it's definite and you have a noun, then that like there's going to be another, like there's an object that resumes back. There's going to be an object pronoun here that resumes back to the promi, like the man who the woman hears him. But for indefinite, it
would have to be eretz himi sotem erof. And then if we substitute, we can end up with es sotem erof. If we have like uromi eretz himi, that looks fine. And we can remove himi and put an es sotem erof. And that will perfectly, I think that will work. So it'll be ere es sotem. Because if you're assuming you say uromi.
correct, yes.
And then it wouldn't be S sotem because the S would refer to Rumi. So it would be ere, just like you had ere himi sotem. And then we'll just put the S. And I would think this would look like this.
Yeah, I want to think that's correct. I'm just not sure. Because I don't know what else I would do, but at the same time, it doesn't look like it should. But I don't have any other solution at the moment.
Yeah, let's look into it after on this, and then discuss on Discord, and then if we come back to it next week.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay, that was fun. I'm very actually happy. Actually, almost forgot shop. We can't use it. I also have to go back to our reference. I'm thinking after the translation, we actually can create a decent reference for everything that we constantly struggle with, so we can look back to all the time. Mainly, it's like verbs. Like I looked at a verb arit, and I was like, how to do it with I? Is it arit or arit?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, okay. ASC. So sorry, not A. So A is fine, and then we have SCA. You looked into it, and we can just use SCA, right?
Correct. Yeah, I found at least 2 constructions for Bohiric specifically where you can use SCA. So you can use it either iri SCA, and iri SCA can be either like transitive or intransitive. So you could say like what would it be? SCA mean like, I guess I'm drowning, or you can say SCA off, like I'm drowning somebody else. That's Irian. iri and SCA. And then the second construction that I saw is she and SCA. I guess literally go drowning, but that's the other way to say it.
Yeah. I think we want to say RSCA sounds about right.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think.
So
Yeah, RSCA.
yeah. So as far as I can tell, if you just put for the ESCA as it is, if you just put R between the A and the SCA, you should be fine.
Yeah, it says here it's a masculine words. If I click on it, literally drowned or a priest version. That's funny. And then actually Chrome doesn't have. I mean, RSCA makes sense. It's drowned. So SCA literally means a drowned person. So if I wanna drown, that's when I wanna say RSCA. So it makes sense.
Yeah. And that page that you have up, it doesn't have if you click on the actual page scan of from Crumb's dictionary, it'll have more information.
We see here, okay, SCA is the drowning, and RSCA is to be drowned or shipwrecked, and on RSCA. So yes, we need the R.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I think there's an update to the dictionary. Well, now he calls it P-lexicon rather than Ansaji.
Yeah, I just noticed it because I haven't looked at it in over a week, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, and I think the font is different. Before he was just using Noto Sans Coptic, and now it looks like Antono. And I remember the very first version of this site that I saw, even before it was called Ansaji, it was called. It's like if you spelled the name Google, but with eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Google. I thought that was funny.
I'm glad
I think I remember that.
Yeah. Also, everything is Times New Roman. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean,
Yeah,
so I
I
probably
don't
just
really like that much.
maybe just getting used to it. I discovered a Coptic font that I'm in love with now. I found a book with the Gospel of Matthew and Mark, and I actually love the font. Okay, thank you for that. We fixed this. I am happy that we looked it up, and it's nice to notice that here it says SCA pay, so we know it's a noun. So next time it doesn't say verb. I should look at it a little bit more closely. All right, let's keep going, and we can start with David because he's been chilling and not coming. All right, let's actually start. David, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'm just.
I have a word for this. Actually, I'm not sure.
For abandon, I found that the verb ko, and probably ko echrai to probably be the best form to say abandoned, but for forsaken. I mean, a quick. There we go. Bosh. Yeah. To be this been done. Transitive. Okay. So. Like it.
Not Insa? I would think it's Insa, no? I would think it's Ko Insa. Oh, actually,
yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sort of looking at the best one that is, I think, from the Roman Academy. I mean, Insa.
Yeah, you actually get So what was ensa? I thought ensa is to leave. I mean, that's probably what we can use for forsake.
Yeah,
Leave behind, renounce.
Yeah, because you have two words that mean almost similar things. So like, even if you use ko and za for one, like what would you use for the other?
I was actually able to find a word bosh, beta omega shai.
So first of all, in Buharic, the ko would be with a k, not a kappa. And then you're not abandoning, you're abandoned. So that will be a qualitative. So it will be k with an eta. So t k rai, that means I am abandoned.
Yeah, then it would have to be
Whoops.
say ke and zoe.
Huh?
What?
Like so like if you say dk, that's just like one of the ways in Buharic to say like I am. Similar like to dishop. So if you wanted to say like I am abandoned, like they have left me behind. You could say well, and it would have to be past tense too, obviously. So let's see. Let's see. Ao ke. How'd you do this?
If we're gonna go with ao, then it's ao ko because they abandoned me. But if I want to say I am abandoned, so actually, that's actually a good point. It's more of a passive than qualitative. So I think ao and you had ko is more appropriate. And you're right here. It says in qualitative for the hrai, it's be laid down or exists. That's the exist part. It does not mean it for the verb itself. Yeah, I. So this makes sense. Qualitative be empty.
So al ko echrai?
Oko achrai, they abandoned me. They left me behind, or they put me. What's achrai again? There's ihrei and achrai. Which one is up? Which one is down?
Echrai should be down, right?
Yeah, echrai is down. Echrai is up.
Achrai is up, so they put me up.
I feel like in Zoe would work better here than echrai, because it's like literally like they have left. Let's see, no, like they have, or no, it would be alko. You could say alkat, or you can say alko emoy in Zo. Like they have left me behind them, literally.
You said al ko emoy?
Yeah, so
I'll be in soy.
if I'm remembering it correctly, I'll just type it here real quick. So like for Sadiq, it would be au. So like you can use the pronominal suffix. So you could say aukat. So like they have left me, and then they have left me behind would be you would say, let's see, Enzo. I think Enzo, yeah, like literally they have put or left me behind them. And so if Bohairic, has that same construction, then that's what you would use for Bohairic. Because if you just say Alcott by itself, it doesn't really have the force to mean like, like they have abandoned me. Like it just means like they have put me somewhere. I don't know if the for Bohairic, I don't know if the echre or the echre gives it the sense of like abandoning. I feel like in the Inza would really be doing that.
So I'm noticing there's a lot of use for the verb sojb for abandon. It's coming often. So
Shoj, if that's the one that's like similar to shojup, that's the one that means like leftover or remain. I don't know if it's let me check. No, sojpen, that would be like you will
over above, remain over. Oh, leave over and behind. So I'm noticing them in multiple. So they used here in lamentation. You have abandoned us will be sojp. And then what else? Let's check Hosea. Not even see abandon. Oh, I will not abandon. Yeah, in sojp. So again, sojp for abandon.
Yeah, looks like that works.
All right, let's use it for abandon. Oh, unhuable. All right, it's something else.
And it was just it would just be ausoj.
Oh, and yeah, and abandoned forever is sojp. So be sojp, and yeah, ausojp, and then with I it will be what ausojpt or ausojpi. I'm so bad at this. How would you do it with I?
So
You guys, you probably have the PDF still. Actually, my computer sort of died last Monday, so I lost a lot of my PDFs.
Is it here, like in this one? Or it's we found it in found it somewhere in Yunan's, right?
Learn Coptic.
Yes, yes. Do you remember what page? I should copy them because I don't want to keep looking at them every time.
I want to see it's like appendix 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was in the appendices. Appendix. Where's it? Oh,
appendix 267.
Solve the match. Yep. Verb tables. We don't want the verbs. Oh, 267. Second plural. Appendix 4. This is for 267. Here we go. First person. For the first person, oh, okay, that's not it. I didn't do T. Oh, it doesn't mention the rest. First person. Why does it not mention the rest? Take the personal suffix we first met in 5.3i. So he's telling us this should be easy, you guys should know. Here we go. More. Where's the one that ends
Meant to
with?
be soj. Yep.
Where's the one? Volt. So it's a T. Just a T, right?
But then omicron instead of omega.
Yes. So socht. Yeah, we need to write this somewhere. Like I want to have a table of like all possible examples, like all person, just like we did before. Actually, we could have just done. It's one of our tables. I just need to know which table. Here we go. See, of more vol tuvo tayo may. So the closest we have is more. It just becomes mort. Good enough. It would be nice if I have one for like what happens if I have two constant, but I guess the rules apply.
Yeah, I'm a little. Needs more investigation, but I'm a little skeptical because it is 3 constants right on top of each other, and it doesn't. There's nothing about the word that necessarily tells me that there's going to be some sort of short vowel in between either. Because right now I'd be pronouncing it as like soch.
Sop, yeah. Oh, actually, we have sop, and it becomes supt. Yeah, I think it's just like TTs. There's like sup.
Yeah, there should be like an implied like an epsilon between the P and the T, and like you see it with verbs where there's the what do you call it, the Vilmni, or so like if you wanted to say they heard me, like if you wanted to say like au sotmet or whatever, like for like instead of sotum, it would be sotmet obviously, but it's like, do you pronounce it sotumit, since you have 3 consonants in a row? They'll usually in manuscripts they'll write it with an extra epsilon between the M and the T, because the M is a Vilmnior consonant, but sometimes you still see it without it. And then you see the same thing like they heard them. You could see aus Sotman, you would usually see an epsilon there because the consonant right before it is an M, but sometimes you could see it like as that, and it's not like it's like it's 2 syllables. It's sot, and then there's men, and then there's an implied epsilon there, even if the vowel isn't there. So the same thing here would be like shojput. So personally, I don't think it would be considered wrong to even spell the epsilon between the P and the T, but that's up to you. Like I would know how to pronounce it even without the E, because like I know just looking at it, it's 2 syllables, because that's the only way you can make sense of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay. What's Foch? I quickly looked for Sig, and I could see Ko and Sa on all of them.
Oh, I just look up for I just looked up for Sig, as you can see in the.
Here's like I shall not forsake, and Nakak and Soy, and then there's another one in Romans, Abnuti, Kapeflas, and Sof. So
oh, interesting. Okay, so Bohairic does still use the Kohen Sa expression, but it's just like it's more closely mapped to the word forsake, whereas Shojip is more abandoned, I guess.
And then so yeah, so here I'll probably go for forsake. I like interesting the use of into. It makes sense if you want to use it. Do we use it anywhere all the time? I think we can, right?
It would be the conjunctive form.
Yeah, it's usually used for, but isn't it all usually used for like imperative or plural? Future. That's where we see it the most, rather than the past. Because in the past we see things like asmisi of soti m1 iak soti m1. So you'd see like I see the ow like past.
Yeah.
So that's into all the time.
Yeah, I agree. If it's past, I would probably just use another tense. And if it's something like present or future, then I would use the conjunctive.
And then I'll be like, oh, how's it? They put me. I mean, in the Bible here, they always used a verb. Ko nuti ka beflaos, and so like.
How would you, or like they left me behind? They forsook me.
It shouldn't be in soy.
So that's behind. So
yeah, so
they put behind me. We don't want this.
I'll cut in Zoe, I think.
I'll go and soy would be they put me. That's what they put behind me, but it's not that. It's like they put me behind them. So it would be I'll ko emoy in so.
You could, or you could just say cut, like the kai.
Yes, I'll cut. That's what I was thinking about. Yes, I'll cut in so.
We cut too?
Just I'll cut.
Just cut?
Yep.
Ka is the pre-pronominal. Like kaf, au kaf. For I, will be au kat. And then in so they put cut is put me. So they put me behind them. And we can see here and then ko and so on. Actually, no, the other one was better. Where's that specific? Yes. Nuti ka peflaos and sof. Actually, so it's not clear, but and sof refers to nuti. So basically, nuti kaf referring to peflaos and sof. Anyway, we got it. Amazing. and affliction has entered my liver. So yeah, that's the expression. I'm not sure if we can use it. You know how it's like in the Bible, it's like my reins have something something in the Psalms. So like I think my reins. Yes, my reins also instruct me. Oh no,
Oh,
that'll be a different. Actually, no, that'll be a different body
Yeah.
part.
I haven't seen that one.
So I am not sure. How do we want to do it? Do we want to go literally, as in like actually my liver, or just go with the intended meaning of this Arabic expression?
I
You know what I mean?
I don't know, because like at least a couple of the words I'm thinking of, like I can't think of. I could only think of the Greek words for them, like affliction. I know there's klipsis. Maybe there's another Coptic equivalent you can use for affliction.
I
liver.
found temko.
Yeah.
Temko. Temko. Mm,
Which has a bunch of Greek things. Ananki. Temko. Yeah, I see Temko here as well. Temka has pain or grief. I've used it before. I think Hemko looks fine. I'm not sure if Hemko, so it has to be like Heat Hemko. And then the affliction. I will go for plural. I think it's just like an affliction in Coptic. Sorry, not plural. Definite.
Okay.
Just like and the like. If you want to break it down, it will not be an affliction. It'll be like and the affliction. Let's go literally, just for fun. Has entered my liver.
I'd imagine some form of E would.
I mean like iechun.
Ihun, you said?
That's what I would guess. Echun. Yeah, here we go. So come. So echun is come in or enter. So come in. Probably go with that.
I feel like I spelled that wrong.
You're mostly good. You just need to make it in the past.
Yeah, the affliction is what entered.
And affliction has come into. And then here's the word for liver. Upaji. Paji.
Upaji.
Upaji. That's what I see here.
I want to say Upaji. Why? Oh, that's right. I know that. I remember why I know that word.
I think we're missing one thing. Something that would make Paupaji a subject, an object. Amazing.
Echun. Usually I see a hun with e.
Makes sense.
I don't know if it's the only correct option though, but that's what I would expect. But n or n might still be correct. I'm not sure.
I like Yehun A. That makes more sense. Check it quickly.
Yeah, I would say yeah, especially since e is a verb of motion. I would expect e.
So here it's using ha. Here's akhren.
And
So ha was an option.
ish. Genesis 49:15 as it's gonna be. No, you will pass it. Echun Shen.
No, it's a lot of searches. Okay. يكون
Nisoni. Ni.
يون
Katin.
يخون خن. So خن, I've seen it multiple times. They entered in. I've seen ha. And what else we have? F1 doesn't mention. Let's do this. It doesn't make sense because there's something preceding it, I'm sure. I like khin. Khin makes some sense.
Echun Chen.
Khun, yeah, like it entered in my liver, which makes sense.
Yeah, chen or I think you're good with.
Yeah.
N might work. Probably if it's not a verb of motion, but that would be more like a. It's just like, oh, something is you verbed something inside something or in something. It wouldn't really have the. If you say that makes it sound more like it's motion, like it's going into something going into something else.
So your choice, is it going in my liver or going to my liver? Sorry, like entering to my liver or entering in my liver? You make the decision for us.
I'd probably say entering. Probably entering into.
All right, that works. Khun khin. That's good. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Randy, next one.
Okay. So no friend nor from my relatives has anyone come out to help. And now, what is the ellipsis here between the two Arabic parts? What does that mean? That
just sing, like the singing.
so there's nothing missing.
No. No.
So the English, no friend nor from my relatives. So what is the intended meaning? Like, no friend.
Neither friend nor my relative has come out, and then it explains that come out, it means to help. So if that makes a different meaning.
So like neither my friends nor my relatives
Yes.
Have come out to help. Okay.
Yes.
So I think you could use uday here, but
actually remove the help because it actually continues in the next sentence. To remove, so it has come out to remove the shame from me.
okay.
So just FYI. So the sentence actually kind of doesn't end. There's no period here. And then like.
So let's see, my friends. Benashpir. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm just going with this for now. Benashpir. This is a little bit difficult because if I want to say neither my friends nor my relatives, it's like if you say benashpir, you're expecting a verb after that. I can't really say benashpir. Ude. Na relatives. Let's see. Relatives. You could say the Greek. You could say Singanese. You could say there's another way to say relatives in native Coptic, I think like kata sarks, like or kata snuff, like those who are like blood relatives. I don't know what the best word to use here is.
I like Senganis. It's pretty common because even if you say kata something, kata is Greek, so we didn't go too far. I think ude should come earlier, right? Like ude, I'm seeing here, it's like just like the English, neither X nor Y. It'll be like ude.
Yeah.
So here ude angelos, ude
I was
pshere.
thinking about that. Yeah, I wasn't sure if like it needs to be properly negated first, like like with the negative past tense, and then you put the first ude, or if the ude can even come before the first one, like ude empenashper ude. Like I'm not sure which is correct, but whatever I do with what was that?
I'm wondering if we can. That's where we can use nj. So start with no one has come to me. nj. I'm not sure if we can just put ude. I'm actually not sure. How would you put ude here?
It doesn't really make sense like this because you have you have the past tense negative, and then you have a noun, then you have the neither nor, and then you have another noun, and there's still no verb yet. So
yeah, I want to find an ude in the beginning, like a subject.
have come out. I think it's just evil. Let's see. Come out to remove the shame from me. Maybe not evil. I don't know if evil has more the sense of like leaving, like leaving a building or exiting a building. This is just saying like no one has come out in order to remove the shame from me. So no one has come out. Maybe I almost want to say petty or whatever it is in or I guess piri, whatever it is in Bohairic, the one that means like to come out or to emerge, but I don't know if that's correct either. It's kind of difficult to like, at least in Coptic or English, it's kind of difficult to break this up into two things because they seem like they belong in one sentence.
I think it'll be like A something, and then the A can just start. So it's not two sentences, just like we separated by two lines. So whatever you continue the next sentence, you can actually, if you want, you can just go ahead with the next sentence. I'm looking at ude. It feels like it's being used almost in the exact same manner you would use neither nor in English. Like if you use neither nor, just put ude, and it just works.
Okay.
Like 1-to-1 with English. Oh, here we go. Neither for the return dunghill, is it useful? So ude pikahi. So neither friend. So like ude shper, ude nasingines, and then continue the rest.
Yeah, because there you have ude noun, and then the verb starts. So
yeah, and then efer, and then use efer. So we can, in this case, it'll be like empef. I think it can work right after. So ude, and then we can use empef right away. It doesn't have to come earlier.
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. So ude nashper, ude nasingenes. And since you're referring to plural, even if you just referred to like one of these, even if it was only nashper, or if it was only nasingenes, like they're plural anyway, so it would be, I think it would have to be mpu e.
Yeah, I'll probably put evil, just because like he's like came out, and then from here we start with like a. Okay, I think this is nicer. Una shper. They're using singular shper. Do we care?
Is there a plural?
It's using it as a singular in both Arabic and in English. Well, English makes sense, no friend, but even in Arabic, it's like you have the option to use either. Unlike in English, you can say no friends. No friend is better. But this one's like no, like not a single friend. No friend. Actually, no, shper is fine. It sounds. It makes it easy to improve.
Yeah, even in English, you could say neither friend nor relative. If you want to sound like a little bit more fancier, I think if you wanted to say singular, it would make more sense to say
Ashbear.
li and
Oh, like
that
not
would,
a friend?
yeah. But then you have, I would think you have to get rid of the possessive. Like you wouldn't say like you'd say like neither friend nor relative has come out to, and it's implied that it's my. Like even if the word my isn't there, it's like neither friend nor relative has come out to help me.
I like now. All right. Ude Nashper. Ude Nasingenes. Um, all right. Amazing. All right. Let me try this one. I don't know if I have time, but let's try. Remove. How do you do remove?
Saw he, I think, is one.
See?
Double in Sadic. Let's see, double. What would it be in? Okay, not in Bohiric.
Sohi.
Oh, yeah, saw he with one. Let's see.
And then remove from. Amazing. We all even have.
Oh yeah.
Sohi
Yeah.
and, okay, that's perfect. That's what we look for. So A. Sohi. Able. Let's remove. So remove and that's what it says. Did we use shame before? Did we ever use shame? What's the first use of shame? What would be shame?
Sheepa maybe? Sheepy?
Sheepy. I like sheepy. So that would be a noun. So in the sheepy. Actually, probably like. If so, he MP sheepy evol. It's like evol me. It's like what? Evol haroi. So from how to say from me? Just search this quickly. And remove
Vedic, I
from.
think I would say evol and hate, or evol and hate. For Bohiric, it might be different though.
Remove. Oh, the N is for remove. So remove emoy. So remove from me, right?
Yes.
But I feel I'm feeling like haroi more, to be honest. So remove M. Oh, obviously it's not an M. It's M. So him pishipi evol. I don't know. I'm just feeling haroi. Just feeling it, but they're all the same.
Yeah, I know we don't have a lot of time to check the dictionary, but I'm gonna see if there's like any differences, because maybe one just means remove from me, and like maybe the evol harai is more like to take it away from me. I'm just guessing though, but like I would say choose either one, but I'm still gonna see if there's any difference.
Yes, please. Whoa. So let's finish the rest. Whoa. Did we use comfort before? I feel like we did comfort before, not comfort. No? Okay. What do we do for comfort?
Jamomti maybe?
Is it like solsit? Yeah.
Yeah, like to comfort or to relieve. I think Nomti or Jumnomti is another one.
Nomti, encouragement, strength. I like strength and power. That's probably what you want to comfort the afflicted. So you want to comfort, encourage. You want to probably strengthen, pray, entreat. Oops.
I think Nomti has like the strength and connotation also. I don't know if just Nomti by itself is a verb, or you have to say like a Jumnomti, Denomti, etc. Because I see Denomti, Jumnomti, maybe Denomti if you're doing it to somebody else.
All right, let's do Nomti. I like Nomti. I always find Silsul to be a little bit interesting because it also means decorate. A Nomti. Oh, that's a word that means comfort. It's not a verb.
Yeah, it's a noun. I've seen Denomti and Jumnomti in the gospel.
So okay, that makes sense. I see T Nomti, like you said.
Yeah, I've
Right.
even seen it like as an imperative, like chimnomti, like
Chi,
become,
nomti,
strong or be
na.
comfortable.
And then with give, it's usually ne. Iti nomti ne. That would be my best guess.
Let's see. But comfort the afflicted. So let's see.
I'm only using ne because of the T. That's just my guess.
Oh, like maybe okay, yeah, that makes sense.
With T, you usually say na, the naf. Oh wait, this isn't comfort me. No, we don't want to comfort me. We want to comfort the afflicted.
Right.
And he afflicted. I think we did affliction before, right?
Are we?
Be
Tempo is affliction.
How about the afflicted? Do we have a ref? Oh, that's a punisher. So we don't want to ref someone. We want the one who is afflicted. Tem killed. Here we go. So the one who is afflicted. So it'll be P. That'll be my guess, but help me out. So P.
So I think
Yeah, that'll be my guess.
is the afflicted here a plural or singular?
The one person, the single, it refers to himself. The one who is afflicted, just the person. So that would be my guess.
Yes, yeah, that looks correct. Pe et hem keut. Yeah.
Yes. So to give comfort or to comfort, and so it's the na, piet, because we have qualitative. So the one who is afflicted.
Yes.
And even in Arabic here, we actually even the qualitative voice. And then the way we put in Coptic, you say the one who is afflicted, just like the piet howab, and all that. I'm missing an N. All right, I think this is good, and we are right on time, and I have to run. Okay, guys, that was so much fun. We did 2 sentences, good for us, or 3 sentences, 1 each. That's not bad. We learned a lot. All right, have a good one. Bye, guys. Bye.
All right. Yell not freak.